Hey, what's going on, dudes and dudettes? This is Pip Surfer, and I am back after a week of some pretty bad food poisoning and just general sickness. Last weekend I had a bunch of birthday parties and did a lot of eating, and it did not agree with my body, that's for sure. But that week of rest and just kind of recuperation has got me back on track, and I feel good with lots of energy, and I'm glad to be back with the updates. So today is another daily update for the Cowabunga system. Today is Monday, October 6th, 2008, and a lot has been going on in the Forex world and just in the economy in general. So I'm sure you guys have been busy reading up on all the exciting stuff. But let's go ahead and jump right into today's update. I have two charts here of the cable, 15-minute and a 4-hour chart. First thing I want to do is check out my 4-hour chart to determine my overall trend. And you can see I'm going to move my chart back to just before midnight of tonight. And this is what my chart looked like. And you can see the last trend change candle was back yesterday afternoon, and it changed the trend from up to down. And so from starting tonight, the trend was down, and if we look at today's action, you can see that the trend remained down the entire day. There were no new trend change candles. So with that being the case, we only looked for short trades today. So pretty easy. And here I'm going to go to my 15-minute chart and just move it back to before midnight, so you can see what my chart looks like as I'm about to trade. And before I do anything, I want to check out my news events for the day. You can go here by going to babypips.com and clicking on the Tools tab, and you can see the news events for the day. And we're really looking for major news events that will affect either the sterling or the dollar. And today there wasn't really any major news events, so the day was pretty much wide open to take any trades that I saw, provided that they had a valid Cowabunga signal. So we can go ahead and move the chart forward one candle at a time. And remember, these are 15-minute candles, so each candle represents 15 minutes in the day. And you can see that the trend was already down, so we were just kind of waiting for a retracement, and then after a retracement we could find a place to re-enter. So nothing going on as of yet. Price just kind of staying flat here. And here we do start to get some retracement. Now we're looking for a possible re-entry point if the price moves back down. So here at 7 a.m. we do have a crossover for a short trade. RSI is below 50, stochastics are trending down, and MACD is positive and losing value, so this makes it a valid entry. Now the entry is at the close of this candle, which is at 75.73. Our stop's at the most recent swing high at 76.06. And we want to look at the nearest 50 or 0 level, and the nearest 50 level is right here, 75.50, and that gives us about 23 pips of potential profit. So that's a good enough target to go for, and we'll just let the trade run. And you can see that the price was not ready to go in our way, and we were actually stopped out at 7.45, so that takes care of that. It's a loss. Let it go behind us and move forward. And now the price really starts to retrace up. And here at 9 o'clock we have another chance to re-enter. We do have a crossover. Now we just got to make sure the indicators line up. And RSI is below 50, stochastics trending down, and MACD is positive and losing value. So again, this is another valid entry. The entry is at the close of the candle at 75.60. Stops at the most recent swing high at 76.48. Now if we go to the nearest 50 level or 0 level, the nearest 50 level is right here at 75.50. But since our entry is at 75.60, that's only about 10 pips of profit, not even including the spread. So that's a very low profit target, especially considering the amount of risk we're doing here. In fact, let's just calculate the risk. Our stop is at 76.48 and our entry is at 75.60. That's an 88 pip risk. So in this case, what we want to do is go ahead and go for the same amount of pips that we're risking on the trade, which again is 88. So we're just going to take 75.60 and subtract 88, and our target will be at 74.72. Okay. Alright, so there's our target. Now we can just let our trade move. And you can see here at 10 a.m. our target was hit, and not only was our target hit, but price made a really good clean break. And at this point I would move my stop to 74.72 and let my target go to 74.50. Now 74.50 was hit, so now I'm going to move my stop to 74.50 and set my next target for 7400. Okay, so this was a fast moving candle with a lot of things going on there. Okay, and so now here's what happens on this candle. 7400 actually gets hit right here. Okay, so I move my stop to 7400, and my next target's going to be 7350. And in fact, 7350 gets hit. So at this point, my target is all the way down here. I would move my stop, but the market moves so fast that it retraces back up, and I just go ahead and manually exit my trade. It was actually a rather fast process. In this case, you see the momentum kind of bounces back up here, so we know that our target here at 73.50 was hit, but the momentum is kind of gone. So at that point, you want to really just snap out of your trade, and that's what I did at this point. I was actually able to get out at 73.60 right here, so not quite at 73.50, but again, those levels are just indications and or alerts for you to start thinking about exiting or moving your stop. So, and then you can just see that the price did actually continue to drop, but we were already out of the trade. So it was a really exciting day. A lot of pips gained here. Just really good momentum. You couldn't ask for more there. Even if your target exiting strategy wasn't exactly like mine, I'm sure you got massive amounts of pips in this one. Just kind of basically where you pick those pips off. So, but that was basically how I did it. You don't necessarily have to do it exactly like me, but that's how I kind of do it with the system. But again, a lot of things going on. Rewind this tape to see it again until you understand it. If not, go ahead and ask questions on the blog. I'll try to answer them as best as I can. Go ahead and post on the forums, ask other traders, and basically just network yourself with other traders because this will really help your trading. But the most important thing is just to stay disciplined and stay true to the system. So that's pretty much it for today. Hope you all have a great day, and I will see you all on the next update. Cowabunga dudes and dudettes.